Hello and welcome to the first day of school for the 2020-21 school year at Hood River Options Academy. My name is Justin Kammer and I'm going to be helping with some of the technology and the programs that we use in this program this year. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some of the very most important things that you need to know how to do for today, the first day of school. This video is going to be very basic and hopefully a little short, so that you are not overwhelmed with too much information. I know that there is a lot to be learning this week. But a little later, I will show you around our HROA website to find some more helpful tips and tricks and videos as you explore these programs and become more advanced this week. Okay, let's get started. Okay, the first thing you need to know for today is your login information. Now, no matter what website, app, or program you use this year, your login will be the same and use this format. It will be your first name, dot, your last name, at hoodriver.k12.or.us. Let's try this if I click sign in on this web page. All Hood River County School District students have a Google account, and they simply sign in using this same format. My first name is Justin, my last name is Kammer, at hoodriver.k12.or.us. I'm going to tap the next button. Okay, now it's asking for my password. Your password will always be 2 zeros, so 00, and then your student ID. If you don't have your student ID, or you've forgotten it, or you've lost it, I'm going to show you some things at the end of this video to help figure out how to get that student ID back. Okay, now I'm signed into this specific website. But that same exact login information is going to be used for any program that you use at Hood River Options Academy this year. The only exception is the Orvid program, and we'll talk about that a little later. With this login information, let's sign into the most common applications you will be using this year. The first one is called Acellus. Now, Acellus can be found as an application on your iPad, and I've got mine already in my dock down here. But you can also find it through the Clever portal, which is right here, or by simply trying acellus.com. Now let's say you wanted to use the app and you just can't find it on your iPad. Well, there's a neat trick. If you're on your home screen here, you can just swipe down in the middle of the screen. So I'm going to show you, just swipe down. Let's try that. Swipe down, it brings up a search bar, and now I can search for Acellus. And if I have that app installed on my iPad, it'll show it right there under Applications, and I could just tap it from there. Okay, this is the sign-in screen that everyone will see when they are trying to log into Acellus. Now, hopefully you remember that right away, your Acellus ID is just, you guessed it, that same login information that we covered just a moment ago. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to find some more tutorials on understanding the Acellus app and the program itself in more detail. Don't worry about figuring everything out right now. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you where to find some more tutorials about Acellus created by our awesome teachers at HROA. For now, let's go and try and log into the next most common application. Most students at HROA will be using the Acellus platform. However, many will also need to access Schools PLP for some of their classes. You can find Schools PLP the same way as Acellus, through the app icon, the Clever portal, or the website hroa.schoolsplp.com. Let's try to log in using that website URL. And I'm going to select the browser Chrome, but you could also use Safari if you'd like. So I'm going to tap on Chrome. And in the middle bar here, it says search or type URL. We're going to type in HROA.schoolsplp.com. And I'm going to press enter, or actually I can select that website right there. And you already know the drill. You know what username to type in here. And we already know mine. It's first name, Justin, last name, Camer, @hoodriver.k12.or.us. And then your password is 00 and your student ID. I'm not going to show you my password. The third program some students will use is called Orvid, and that's spelled ORVED. It stands for Oregon Virtual Education. Unfortunately, Orvid is the only platform that does not allow the same naming structure as everything else that we've been using. However, if you are a student using the Orvid platform, you have already been emailed the special login information that you need, so please check your student email. You can access the Orvid application the same way as any of the other apps, either through using the app icon, the Clever portal, or just visiting the website directly. I'm just going to tap on the Orvid application icon. And this is what their main website looks like. Again, please check your email for your special login information. Speaking of email, let's walk through how to access your email. As I mentioned earlier, all HRCSD students have a Google account. This means that you no longer need a specific app on your iPad to send email. The app icon looks like this. That's the Gmail app icon. But this time, let's go directly to the website URL, mail.google.com, and sign in using the same login credentials as before. So again, I'll use Chrome. And I'm going to just type in mail.google.com. Okay, now I have not signed into my new Gmail account on this device, so I need to enter in my email, first.last@hoodriver.k12.or.us. Press next. And then again, it asks for my password, 00, and then your student ID. And if you do decide to use the Gmail app icon, you will notice that it will automatically open a new Safari tab. So let's try that now. If you happen to be logged in already with your account information, Gmail will open without any other steps needed. And as you can see, I'm already in my Gmail right now. By the way, this is the account that you should use to send and reply to messages from your teachers this year. But let's say for some reason you've forgotten your student ID. Well, the first thing to do is to try the native Mail app. And I don't even know where the native Mail app is on my iPad, so I'm going to do my swipe down technique. So I'm going to swipe down in the middle of my screen here, and I'm just going to search Mail, M-A-I-L. And what do you know? There's the application called Mail. I'm going to tap on that icon. The handy thing about this method is that this account should already be signed in for you. And once you're here, it's really important that you look for the message from Tammy Osaka with your student ID. That message was sent to you last night. That's Sunday, September 13th. Please remember that the message will automatically be deleted after 10 days, so you need to write the information down and keep it in a safe place. I hope it's clear to you at this point that you really need to know what your student ID is. And if this process doesn't work, please check your registration packet. Your registration packet should have your student ID in that information. And if you still can't find it, please contact one of your teachers and they can supply you with your student ID number. Okay, but what if I don't even know who my teachers are, or what classes I have, or what platforms I'm using? Well, armed with our special login information, there's a couple of places that we can look to figure out that stuff. The first thing I'm going to do is go to my Chrome tab here, and I'm just going to type in hoodriver.k12.or.us and press enter. And this is going to take me to the district homepage. Next, I just need to look at this section here called Our Schools. I'm going to tap on that. And the third selection right there is Hood River Options Academy. Let's tap that. And this is going to bring me to the main website for Hood River Options Academy. All right, now that we're at the main website for Hood River Options Academy, the first place I want to look is under the Parents tab. So I'm going to tap that tab, and then I want to be looking at Home Access Center. We call that HAC for short. And here we go. It's going to give me a direct link to Home Access Center right there. Let's go ahead and tap that. And what do you know? It's asking for a username and a password. I'm not even going to tell you what it is at this point. Now, I don't have access to Home Access Center because I'm not a student or a parent, but I want to show you the important information that you need to know. I'm back on the Hood River Options Academy website, and I'm just scrolling down a little bit here. And I want you to notice these three keys right here: OFFAC, OFFPL, and OFFOR. When you're looking at Home Access Center, under the room column, you're going to see that code, OFFAC, OFFPL, or OFFOR. The first one tells you that you are using the Acellus platform for those classes. The second is Schools PLP, and then Orvid, and so on. Also, you should notice the name of your teacher. Now, what if I wanted to contact one of my teachers? I just need to go back to the HROA website, and I'm going to tap on that staff section right there. If I tap on staff, it opens up the directory of every single teacher and support person associated with Hood River Options Academy. My name is Mr. Kammer, so I'm going to tap on my name. And there we go, there's some contact information. But all of your teachers, as of right now, have current contact information. Many of them have even put in their specific Google Meeting link, so you can just tap on that link and join a Google Meet with them during their scheduled hours. All right, I want to give you 3 final tips if you're having issues. The first one is to check that you are running the most current version of iPad OS. And the way I can check for that is I'm going to look for that little gear icon. That's called your Settings tab. So let's go ahead and tap on that. And I'm noticing right here under the General tab, when I click on the General tab, I've got a red 1. Now if I look at the Software Update tab, that's where it's directing me. And oh, it looks like I have not installed the most recent version of iPad OS. So as the recording of this video, that would be 13.7. So I either need to install now, but it's giving me a notification that I need at least 50% battery or be connected to a power source, neither of which is true right now. I can also customize automatic updates if you just don't want to think about it. So I would make sure that both of these options are turned on to green, and then just follow the instructions on the screen there. Second tip is, if you need help learning more about each platform, I want you to go back to the Hood River Options Academy website and look under this Parents tab and the Login tab. For example, under the Parents section, there's a tab called Successful Online Students, and that gives you some good resources to look at. And under the Login tab, you'll notice direct login links for each of the platforms that we're using, but also included in each of those sections are going to be some helpful videos to help you walk through and show you some examples of how to use each program. And the third tip is, if you have a question about your schedule, please contact the school counselor for your grade level. You can find them under the Staff tab. Maureen Wiseman is the elementary school counselor. Nicole Fayborg is the middle/secondary school counselor. And also Tammy Hosaka is the middle and secondary school counselor. Please keep in mind that your school counselors are extremely busy right now. Our program is very large, and they may not be able to personally reply to your question right away. So just give them a little bit of time.
All right, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions at all, please get in touch with one of your teachers first, but don't forget to check back with our HROA website for more tips and tricks, and also all important information will be posted there as well. I'm looking forward to learning alongside each of you during this very special and unique school year. All right, see you around.